And hello, everyone. Welcome back to Frontline in the Trenches, the FPL in the Trenches. I said the intro just so normal that time I didn't know what to do with it. We are the FPL, the Frontline Prediction League. This is in the Trenches, the show that talks about that with everything upcoming and recapping stuff. And we've got a lot of upcoming this time compared to recap because there's 3 shows in 2 weeks. So I am Scott, and I'm joined by my cohort and celebrating his birthday today, BeerMeJesus. How are you, BeerMe?
Doing pretty good. I'm not feeling 1 year older, even though I am kind of old. But it's been pretty good day. Pretty good day. How are you doing today, Scott?
I'm doing good. Better than yesterday. We recorded our podcast yesterday. That's it's incredibly shameless plug for Top of the Card Pod. You'll see that in a day or two. You have off days sometimes, and it's a better day today. Things are good. It's the positives, so it's a good day. And anybody, if they're wondering, nothing is bad. it's just like, sometimes you have an off day. So today's not been an off day. It's been much better, so that's good. That's good. And I mean, awesome that it's your birthday and you had a good day, and we get to look forward to two weekends full of some wrestling stuff. I'm pretty excited by that. How about you? Are you looking forward legitimately to the cards coming up for Best in the World, Slammiversary, and Money in the Bank?
Money in the Bank, yes. Slammiversary, they only have like 3 matches, so I'm kind of on the fence. Best in the Worlds, I mean, it's good to have some really good matches, but it doesn't really scream Best in the World to me when I look at the card.
No, I said the same stuff on our Top of the Card podcast. Best in the World does not scream Best in the World. Like it's the most misappropriately named pay-per-view. It'll be entertaining and have good matches, but there's just no drawing power there, and that's been a Ring of Honor issue for a while. But I mean, they're doing what they do with the pandemic. They'll be fine. Slammiversary needs more matches, and I don't like the ones they really have already as it is. But Money in the Bank's always fun, so yeah, I'm with you there. Now, on screen is Best in the World. I think we should talk about our Best in the World. BeerMe, what do you think? Because it's this weekend, as we said. You can see right there, July 11th. And for those paying attention, that's Sunday. Normally, Ring of Honor does their pay-per-views on Friday. We've had, one of those, I think? We had the 19th anniversary. That's all we've covered here in the FPL so far. Historically, with the JRPL, it was always on Fridays, which was always the thing, because their TV kind of goes up all over the weekend. This one's on Sunday for some reason. It's fine, but that means that the predictions page, which if you go into our Discord and go look, it's there right now. It's on the screen. Make your predictions, go from there. The instructions are there. We've got new people coming in all the time, which is awesome. Welcome. Come join us. But do not duplicate your confidence picks. Each must be assigned to a match. So if you're 8 confident on Roosh retaining, which is a pretty solid top lock way to go, don't put 8 on something else as well. You can't be equal with it. That's going to be a 7 or a 9, right? If it's possible, and go from there. So that's available to you right now. Your deadline is going to be, it's Sunday. And they normally have their hour 1, which is their version of Kickoff and Buy-In, at 8 o'clock Eastern. And the pay-per-view starts at 9, so we're probably looking at like a 7 p.m. Eastern time on our deadline for the FPL on Sunday. So go do your picks now. It's Wednesday. You're seeing this probably Thursday afternoon or whatever. Put your picks in well before Sunday afternoon, and you are good to go. Thumbs up. Let's dive in, BeerMe. Let's look at what's here already. Excuse me. And then we'll talk about what is being added. So we've got La Familia, Sebastian Escobar, Detrick Cyrus, and the Alpha Dog making their first real play here, main eventing against CJ Hawk, Lexi Briggs, and Junction. I think La Familia is going to come in strong, and I think they're going to take that. It's hard to bet against Escobar for one, but with Detrick and Alpha as well, I think they've got it. Hawk, Lexi, and Junction are no slouches, but I think Familia's got this one. What do you think?
I'm going to go with it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're going to win as well, yeah. Cohesive team.
Next match we've got myself, Scott, that's me, versus Jonathan C.T. Martin. A very dangerous opponent for me to face, and Ring of Honor I've had some issues with. Historically, it's been a while. Like, during the pandemic, there was only the one show, really, in 2020. and then the 2 more since that we've covered. So history might not be on my side, but it's been a long time. So I'm pretty confident going into this somewhat. CT's a tough opponent, you know that. I'm picking myself, obviously. I gotta have that confidence, but this one could go either way, I feel, truly. So what do you think?
I feel like you have the momentum on your side, so I too am going to pick you.
We've had a couple blanks in here. We'll fill those in shortly. We've got a match we announced last time, BeerMe, for your birthday. I say it again. It's BeerMeJesus versus Broken Nerd. I'm picking you on this one, not just because it's your birthday, but I think you've got some momentum to overcome on that. And I think Nerd has been very strong lately, but I think Ring of Honor plays with people, and it gets a little weird because their booking is always a little bit off compared to what some people might think. I think you've got this one, but again, this could go either way, just like me and CT. Obvious question. Picking yourself?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
We got some more question marks. We'll fill that in. James Costner, though, is facing the GMSG as well. I've said before, I think I said this last time, Costner is one of the most dangerous, and he's getting that chance to show that, and I think he could take this. It's hard to not pick GMSG. Trust me, I know. I've never beaten him. But I'm going with Costner on this to pull off that upset. But I would not be surprised if GMSG won that. What do you... you're picking GMSG, right?
Yeah, I'm going to pick GMSG.
Yeah. And then we've got down here, we've got Angela Grace versus Cam, and we've got Ace High versus JJ Rocky. I think I picked last time, I picked Angela to steal it out from under Cam, but Cam really should have that one. He should be solid there. And JJ needs that win against Ace High, and he's going to throw him in the crowd. And I think JJ's got that one. What have you got for those two?
I'm going to pick... Ooh, man. Hammer. I'm going to pick Angela Grace. And I'm going to... oh, man, I don't want to do this. I'm going to pick Ace High. I'm going to go with the Rocky Road continuing for a little bit longer.
Okay.
I don't want it to. But I think... I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. So it's going to be an eventuality of turning around for him. Okay, I see.
Yeah. Either way, Ace High's probably getting chucked somewhere in the crowd.
Well, let's go talk about what we're adding to this card right now, because you and I have more matches to fill out the main card, and I believe even the kickoff. But if you're not in what we're about to mention, you will be on the card. As long as you put your picks in, you'll be in there. Don't worry, you'll be part of it. So my best in the world matches to add in, I have Alexander McKennedy, the American champion, will go one-on-one with RGX. Non-title, but that's leading into the obvious SummerSlam match that's coming. So that's a big one. Very interesting match, I think. My other match is one that I'm excited for as well. It is the Strays, Sheriff Dog and Michael Marsh, looking to make momentum continue, and more on that in a second, against the Canadian champion, Ralintendo, and Smooth Rock. So that is a huge jump in competition for the Strays. Like, that might be more than they can... They may have bitten off more than they can chew, but they didn't bite it. We set it up. It's their match. That could be the way they go. That could be a huge match for them. The key thing I wanted to mention here, it is Ring of Honor, so as far as the standings go, this doesn't really affect things in the rankings as like a WWE show would. It's a house show. But, kayfabe storyline-wise, yeah, every win and loss matters. So that's that one. I'm picking RGX to get the upset on McKennedy, because McKennedy's been getting, like, he'll lose the non-titles, but he'll win the title match. I don't know if that's going to happen in the triple threat, with JD involved as well, but I think RGX is going to take this one on McKennedy, and I think the Strays are just going to keep going. They're like my creatures, BeerMe. You were high on the creatures early. I'm high on the Strays. They've been not proved me wrong. I mumbled that. They've not proven me wrong yet, so I'm going to go with the Strays on that as well. Who have you got for those?
I'm going to pick McKennedy for this match because I'm thinking about who I think is going to win the triple threat. I think McKennedy will win here. I'm still deciding on who's going to win the triple threat, but I think McKennedy will win.
That's SummerSlam. We'll come to that one later. Don't worry.
Yeah,
we got 3 shows to go through first, so yeah.
RGX kind of has like Lucian Hollis kind of after him a little bit too. They're kind of going back and forth, so it's like, I'm trying to gotta watch out for that guy. I think maybe he might show up, but yeah, I'm gonna pick McKennedy, and I too am gonna pick the Strays because they have been doing very well, and gotta give them credit. Credit is due. So I'm picking them as well.
I mean, full credit in there. Smooth Rock is turning that corner to get, like, this is the kind of win to get him going strong, and, like, by rights, he should win that, especially team with Nintendo. Canadian Champions champ for a reason. He's never lost that belt. He's had it for a long time now, a few months, and is proving to be a very dangerous opponent for everyone. So this is the exact kind of person that could just stunt any growth that the Strays have. Like I said, it doesn't really affect them overall in the grand scheme of things. They're already moving forward on main shows. This is just, a bit of a showcase is what we normally have here as far as the booking. But storyline-wise, that's a big test. They're in there with a champion. That's huge. So, best of luck to those guys, all four on that one. And, of course, McKennedy and RGX. I'm looking forward to all that. Who have you got, though, BeerMe, for best in the world? What matches do you have to add to this to round it out?
I have one of the guys who will be in that triple threat against Lexi Briggs and Luke. It's going to be Bastion versus Redhead 12.
Oh, my girl. Okay. Oh, this is... Yep, that's going to be a problem. Because this Bastion's tough. Bastion is probably one of the... Legitimately, whenever I deal with an opponent, I'm always most worried about him. More so than GMSG. Bastion's just... He's uncanny at this stuff. So... I'm picking Red. Red's got it. I say all that. Red's got it. It's best. Right. It's best in the world. ROH. Red's got it. This is the time. This is the time to have that match. So I'm confident on that. You're picking Bastion, of course, right?
Yeah.
I'm surprise!
I'm gonna pick...
Who knew? Who knew that we'd pick our own stablemates? Oh, who could have guessed that?
And then, I got it. This is a pretty good one. I got Death Money Inc., the Arbiter and Kano Mac.
Yep.
Versus another team that just keeps on doing things, Matt, Scion, and Rad.
I'm picking Matt and Rab. Just they're uncanny. I can't describe it. They're the uncanny duo. So I got to pick those guys.
Yeah, I shouldn't, for whatever reason.
And I know that logic says otherwise, but they don't play by logic. So that's why I'm like, yeah, sure. Sorry, Death Money Inc. You should win this, and you probably will. And honestly, but the other guys are so unpredictable. I can't. I just don't know.
Yeah, they just keep winning. I don't know how, but they do it. I'm gonna have to pick Matt and Rab as well. Yep. I'm gonna have to. I'm sorry. I mean, Kano Mac and Arbiter are my boys, but they just keep doing it.
Again, like I said, as far as for the storyline wise and everything, with like DMI being real close to a tag title rematch because of how close their match was. If they lose to Matt and Rab here at ROH, it's fine. Like, it doesn't really affect it. It's if there's a loss at like a WWE show, okay, a little more important, a little more involved. This, it's not going to derail things. Storyline wise, yeah, all right, yeah, there's going to be some funsies in there, but yeah. And is that everything you got for Best in the World? Do you have another one?
Nope, that's all I got.
That's you got? Okay, so that's Best in the World. That deadline, again, I'll say it again. Sunday, 5 p.m.-ish, you're good. If you're a little later than that, you're probably good. If you're after the deadline, within 15 minutes, there's a penalty, about 5 points. Don't be late. Put them in like Friday, Saturday. You got plenty of time, whatever's there. All the matches are announced, I believe, for the pay-per-view. If stuff gets pulled before the deadline, it just, boop, comes out. Don't worry about it. Keep that in mind. Also keep in mind that Ring of Honor does wonky stuff sometimes and just has matches go long and cancels matches during the show. We had that before. Not fun. So keep in mind where you put your points. It could be a weird night. It's also their first show with fans, so hopefully it's not a weird night. I'm hopeful for that, but we will see. But let's move on, BeerMe, because we're going. Because we're going to be talking about Slammiversary obviously next week with the actual event, because there's July 17th, and then Money in the Bank is the 18th. But we've got more matches to round out, because we're going to try to fill this up, because we don't want to spend too much time next week recapping Best in the World and announcing everything for Slammiversary and Money in the Bank. That's going to be insane. So we're going we're going to kind of preview as much as we can here for Slammiversary on our way through. So let's do that. The main event, we don't have that yet. We'll come back to that. But we do have, like I said before, the winner picking the stipulation for JJ versus Jace at SummerSlam, Chappers versus Jace of Blades. Now, I think that Chappers, it's hard to bet against creatures. I'm picking Chappers in that one. I have no idea what he's going to pick to face JJ. For JJ to pick, like, it's not Chappers that picks it, it's the creatures that'll pick it, obviously. But I don't know what they'll pick, but I'm picking the creatures in that one because I know better. But who have you got? Creatures or OVS basically winning this?
I'm gonna go with Jace for the simple fact that he plays the underdog role very, very well.
It's true,
and he's beaten JJ I think twice. I think he can beat Chappers. I think he can. So I'm gonna pick him.
I've never changed my vote to the other side during any of these, or even our Frontline episodes beforehand, but that's the closest I've come to be like, you know what, I think you're right. But I'm sticking with Chappers. Chappers, I think, is going to surprise us in some solo outings, just like Modstep will. I think they're both good in everything, so I'm sticking with that one. But
and they are.
I'm probably wrong. Jace probably has this, but... Next up, non-title, Canadian champion Relintendo. We've mentioned him already, going against American title contender Josh Dionio. Again, this is at a house show, so it's a bit of a showcase match, but that's going to be a fun one. I'm really looking forward to seeing what comes out of that. Relintendo, I'm looking forward to that match because he's the champion. He should win that. And it's not under Canadian Watson rules or under any American hardcore stipulation rules. It's just straight up normal. So there's no advantage to either. JD, like I said, he's one of the tougher opponents I've ever faced. I know that as well. And he's been consistent here in the FPL from day one. So I'd say the money's on JD, but I'm still picking Relintendo on that one for the upset. It's weird to say a champion is the upset, but just from my personal experience with JD, that's that. But I'm still picking Relintendo on that one. Who have you got?
I feel like Relintendo normally wins the title matches, so I'm going to pick JD on this one.
Yeah, I can see that. It's similar to how Payne's been operating, where he'll win the ones that matter, like the title matches, their contendership. But if it's something in between, he can eat the loss. He can take there. He can try and come up short because it doesn't affect his upcoming. So I could see that. Speaking of guys that you know well, Bastion faces James Costner, and I'm going with Costner again. I'm picking Costner.
Oh, wow.
I'm picking Costner because it's another house show. Bastion's good at everything, but I'm picking Costner again simply because of that. I think Bastion's going to get upset at 2 house shows in a row. And keep that clear. I'm calling these upsets, but I'm still picking his opponents. You're picking Bastion, of course, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You make a really good point. You make a really good point for Costner, but
it's like I said, it's like you face someone at NXT, it's 6 matches, 1 wrong match, you've lost. It's like what could be in there? This is ROH. This is best in the world with a wonky card. That's easy to kind of go like, oh, it went the wrong way, and suddenly you lose the whole thing. With that many matches, it could go either way. It could be a landslide. I know a match that you and I are both very excited about. RGX does face Lucian Hollis here, 1-on-1. I know there are rumblings between these two that this should be more than what it is. So that we'll see if they get what they want. I know Alara is in negotiations for something. RGX he'll fight anybody. So there may be more to this one. We'll see. But as of right now, RGX does face Lucian Hollis. I'm picking RGX simply because I think he has turned that corner. But Hollis will probably brutalize him all the way through. He's not going to be the one standing at the end, even if he's the one that wins. Is RGX is what I think.
Like what you're saying is RGX is gonna win the battle, but Lucian Hollis is gonna win the war.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm gonna. Yeah.
Remember, Hollis is probably angry that he's not in the American title match, so he's looking to make a point that he should be the first contender afterwards. And what if he beats him here? RGX wins the title. He's got Hollis breathing down his neck as a contender,
Scary.
Right? And again, just because he wins here doesn't mean he gets it, but Hollis is that close. So he could be next anyway. And this could be the future coming back for him, so it could be very, very interesting. I'm very intrigued by that. Rounding out, we do have JJ Rocky versus Jonathan C.T. Martin. We joked about it being a slide ender. This is a marquee match. Let's not mistake that. CT, I think, is going to capitalize on that one. I'm not picking you, JJ. I apologize. I know everything I've said is wrong, but it's CT, and he's on a tear. Even if he comes up in draws with Ralintendo for the Canadian title, he's still not losing them. So
right.
he did lose the match. Yes, he did eventually lose, thanks to Watson rules, no less. It was that close, but I think he's got this one. Being Slammiversary, CT's been good at Impact, so I'm picking him on that one. But this could be the match JJ turns it around and just brutalizes him. I really can't say. But
I think it will be. I think this is where the slide or the rocky road. I think that's where it ends. I think he beats CT.
Okay.
Because he's going to get that big win. He's going to get a big win against somebody that has been doing really well, and it'll put him right back on towards the upper echelon.
Okay, so he's gonna lose to Ace High, I think it was, get real mad, and take it out on CT.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All part of the plan. Gotcha. Well, that is what we've got so far. Hey, let's add matches to it, because we're good at that. I've got 3 here. I got 2 on the kickoff. I'll do those first, then we'll go over to yours, and then we'll round out what I've got here. On the kickoff, I've got the GMSG, my friend and yours, versus LJ.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's history in that, so I'm very intrigued how this will go. I'm gonna pick the GMSG just because I can't pick against him, even though I want to. But LJ, Slammiversary, he could sneak that one out. I don't want to say easily, but I almost did, so I'm gonna run with it. LJ could steal that one, and this is the time to do it. It's the same as against Bastion, I think. So that's my pick. You're picking GMSG, obviously.
Yep.
No surprise there. For those who aren't aware, FBU is BeerMeJesus, the GMSG, and Bastion. That's why I keep saying that. So, the other kickoff match is the American champion, Alexander McKennedy, going one-on-one with the Gaffer. Now, people might be going, what? The Gaffer is 3-0. On the pre-show, yes. But he has not lost since his debut. So we looked at that and went, all right, let's see what you can do. And McKennedy needed someone to face during all this. Let's see. Let's see what happens. So yeah, it's the Slammiversary kickoff. You never know. And if McKennedy makes an example out of him, okay. If Gaffer wins, okay. So yeah, Gaffer, you go on a win streak. We say it all the time. Let's see what happens. The last time this happened, Ralintendo's like, give me a shot. And he's been champion for like 3 months. So we could be talking about the Gaffer in title match situations in like August or September. Legitimately. It all could start here. So who have you got? McKennedy or the Gaffer? I'm picking McKennedy. But
you know what?
I love the idea of the Gaffer upset. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, just because of the idea of it. Give me the Gaffer.
Yeah. And it's not a knock on McKennedy. Like, I love the guy. He's awesome. His character's so good. But I'm like, the Gaffer, what? It's like Santino beat Umaga, what? It's that kind of thing. Like, I want that kind of stuff. It would be great. And to have his character get that angry, momentum's lost. Now what? It'd be a lot of fun. What have you got for Slammiversary before we go into my main card matches?
Let's see. What do I have? Okay. This one's good. I have one half of Shades and Smiles. Smiles part, Lexi Briggs.
Okay.
Versus Modstep.
Ooh, we talked big about Modstep. That's a good one for him. That's a potential world champion versus the current tag champ. I like that match a lot. That's interesting. Who do I got there? I'll go Lexi. I think the solo champ should have it. Modstep is a tough one, but I think Lexi's got that.
I'm going to agree. I don't think I picked any of the No, I did. I picked JJ Rocky to beat CT.
Yeah.
I haven't picked a single creature. I've gone against my
well, they're FBU in some of them, so I can see why.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll pick Lexi as well. All right. I got this one will excite you a little bit. I got Pain
Always
taking on Redhead 12.
Oh, crap.
Your girl.
Ah, crap. Last time that happened, Payne took the title away from her and cut her leg, and I went for vengeance, and then I beat him. Took like half a year to do it. Yeah, I'm picking red, but yeah, no, I'm confidently picking red because Payne, he'll probably lose everything till SummerSlam, because why not? He can afford to. I'm picking red. I'm picking red on that. I guess I say red's going to go 2-0 on the house shows. What about you?
I'm gonna pick red as well.
You think
I'm
so?
gonna pick her to be Payne. Yep.
Yeah, like I said, we're not knocking Payne, but he's got some rough wins, right? So history's not on his side, basically.
And for my last one, I got a battle of the dogs. I got Sheriff Dog taking on part of La Familia, the Alpha Dog.
Dog fight.
Right.
We have a dog fight. Sheriff Dog, I think he's going solo for the first time with that one, if I'm correct, because he's only been in the Strays team this whole time. So, Sheriff Dog versus the Alpha Dog. I'm very intrigued. I can't not pick Strays, so I'm picking Sheriff Dog on that. And it's not just because he's always complimenting the show. That's awesome too. If he was losing a lot, I'd be like, cool, you're a friend of the show. I'm picking Alpha Dog, but he's only one really that I can remember. So I'm picking Sheriff Dog on that. But let's be honest. Alpha Dog should probably have that because he's got way more experience in the solo stuff. So I'm going out on a limb, and I'm probably wrong on that one. There you go. But I'm picking Sheriff Dog on that. Who have you got?
I'll pick Alpha Dog.
Yeah, that's a safe bet.
Alpha Dog, yeah. I think he's going to bounce back and get the dub.
Because he'll be bouncing back. He'll be going... Actually, you think he's going to take out JJ, right? You think he's going to beat JJ and then go over here and win? So... No, that was Ace High, excuse me. I always think the two high flyers, I always mix them up. Even there's like a picture.
Right.
No, it was Alpha and JJ I remember that one. Sorry, I got that mixed up. It happens. We have a big roster. But Alpha. Yeah, I'm still picking Sheriff Dog on that. I still am. So but that rounds out your set?
Yep.
My last couple matches here. I've got the other half of Shades and Smiles. Luke Gray is going one-on-one with Detrick Cyrus. And I'm picking Luke. Even though Cyrus really should probably have that, I'm picking Luke on that one.
I'm going to pick Detrick Cyrus.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I don't mean to say it, but you said the other half of Shades and Smiles, that's CJ Hawk.
Why was I thinking that was Luke and Lexi? Because Luke and Lexi are in the same match together. God,
yes.
So I was. See, I'm stuck on that. I thought they were a team. I've done it a couple times now. See, it happens. Yep.
Yeah.
Because I thought they're going ahead. It was in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what, bear me. I got a birthday present for you.
Right.
At Slammiversary, me and you, submission match.
Oh, God. All right. Had a bunch of these before.
Yep.
Well, like old times.
Yep. No, I've had this one in for a while. It was like, do we make it a submission match? Yeah, we probably should.
Yeah.
Yes. Scott versus BeerMeJesus at Impact in a submission match.
That's good stuff.
For those who are aware of our history, BeerMe and I went, I think, 4 Impact pay-per-views in a row in submission matches, and then we later came back to one with a goddamn fight pit submission match, and it was ridiculous. Yeah. Like, it was as ridiculous and silly. I've never won one. So this is my quest. I need to beat CT. I need to beat you. I need to beat these people I've never beaten. I need to do these firsts. This is the quest that I'm now on. Or at least try. So, one-on-one, Scott and BeerMe submission match at Slammiversary. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that.
Who's gonna win? Probably BeerMe, but I'm picking myself.
No, but right.
I'm picking me. This is the time. This is it. It's gonna happen.
It's your time, huh?
I'm gonna pick the wrong guy and get screwed on a match and then lose to a tag match. It's gonna happen because it always does.
I've been having that bad luck.
Dude, there's a 6-man Ultimate X. What the?
No, there is.
Like, So
and we can't put our bottom block on that because we're gonna have to put that as our most confident pick.
Right?
So.
Yeah. So submission matches, your 1 pointer is if you get that one wrong, you tap out. If you both have it, it's like it kind of cancels it. But yeah, so our number 1, which is worth the most points, has to go on our one we're most confident of because we don't want to tap. Yeah. I don't know what to think of that one.
You?
But I'm excited for it because it's just like it was bound to happen.
I am too.
It's been like a year since we've done one of these because we've been distracted because you're the world champ and I had other storylines going. So it's it's time. It's time to get back in there.
Yeah.
So
it's the right time.
So Slammiversary is, I believe, on Sunday. Nope, the picture says Saturday. Unless they've moved it. Nope, they didn't because it's a weekend. Saturday, July 17th is Slammiversary. The picks page will be up Thursday. What would that be, like the 15th, 14th, after Impact. Your deadline's going to be probably that 6 o'clock time for me Eastern on Saturday for that one. The Money in the Bank page will be up concurrently to that once or around SmackDown time because you'll have the weekend to put that one up as well. So it's going to be some insanity when that comes up, definitely. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that, Bear Me and you one-on-one. We haven't done that in a long, long time, so... Yeah. Let's go to Money in the Bank and see if I can screw up more names. Why not? I mean, I also didn't put my Slammiversary graphic up during that whole time, so it's there for me to mention it there. And now here we are with Money in the Bank. It's just, yeah, let's go. It's one of those. Money in the Bank, it is the day after Slammiversary. The results for Slammiversary will be up before that one, obviously, because some stuff will just kind of storyline play into it just with how the write-ups go. But Money in the Bank, we named all the competitors last time. We also have the World Championship qualifiers, so let's knock that one out here first. Luke Gray, Lexi Briggs, and Bastion, 2 of those are not Shades and Smiles, going one-on-one in an FPL World Championship qualifier match. The winner advances to face... Payne at SummerSlam. This is it. It's one of these 3. And are you picking Bastion?
Yep. Gonna do it.
So am I.
Do
it. But I really kind of want Luke to win that. Just because of the story he's been going through. That'd be a cool thing. I want Lex to, I want all of them to win it. I want all 4 to be the champion at some point. That's the kind of cool thing about it. But Bastion, odds are, is going to get it. He came close to beating you for the world title back before, so it's kind of like that unfulfilled destiny. But Luke, man, that redemption story would be amazing. And Lexi's a feel-good. All against Payne. I like all of that, so that's interesting. Now, we didn't really go into this much last time, but we went through the names. The Money in the Bank ladder match. Angela Grace, Cam, CJ Hawk, LJ, James Costner, Jonathan C.T. Martin, Lucian Hollis, and the GMSG are in Money in the Bank. My money is again on James Costner. Money in the Bank, not a pun intended. Costner is the most dangerous with that. I think Angela Grace could be a problem. I think Cam could capitalize. CJ Hawk might be the odds-on favorite to cash in successfully in a way, like just looking at it. LJ, incredibly dangerous. I'm going to skip around. GMSG, yeah, all right, it's GMSG. You can't fault him. Same with CT, same with Lucian Hollis, but I think Costner's that dark horse. He's going to be underestimated, but he should not be. He should be anything but. I think he's the one who's going to take that, and I think he's going to cash in successfully as well if he does get that. Now, again, the key thing with this is only once there's a champion declared can you cash in on the next show. So if we end SummerSlam without a champion, for whatever reason, we get a draw in that world title match, we got to wait till the next show that we do the title match on, then that Money in the Bank is valid and goes from there. So we'll see how that goes. But who have you got out of this Money in the Bank? Who's your pick?
Yeah, okay, well, if
work your way through if you want to, yeah.
Which I'm picking, I'm going to probably pick him. But,
I know, yeah.
Man, all these people would be really good with the briefcase. I mean, it would be kind of interesting to see if Lexi did win the title, or if Hawk had the briefcase, or, like...
That's Shades and Smiles, I know that.
Yeah, they could turn into Shades and Crowns,
I
don't know. But, I'd like to see Lucian Hollis with it. I figure with Alara, that's
Yep.
I figure with her carrying around the briefcase one, that'd be kind of cool. Costner, obviously, one of the biggest, heels we have. He's the most dangerous, like you said. Let's see, CT, same thing. He could win it. Angela Grace is kind of the one that I kind of would like to see win it because that's the biggest underdog I think in it.
I think so, yeah.
I would assume, yeah. And am I forgetting somebody?
Cam and LJ.
Cam and LJ. God damn it, LJ. They're the most underrated because I can't remember for some reason. Yeah, LJ Creature. Boom. There you go.
You even called him as being the most underrated, I think, in our last one, right? So yeah, that goes with that.
Yeah.
That would kill that infinitely. He would be no longer underrated. He'd be world champion. So
and Cam would be cool because I think Cam would be cool with it too. So
but you're picking
any of them.
You're picking JMSG, of course.
Yeah. But if I had picked somebody else, I would pick Lucian Hollis.
Yeah, I think storyline-wise, that's who I'd like to see, just because I want the monster to have it.
Wait, no, never mind. CJ Hawk. I'd pick him. He's the MVP of the pre-show. I'd have to do it. Fan favorite.
There you go. I like the option of all of them, which, we booked it. But I like the opportunity, like all of them, like OVS having it, the fan favorites, the underdogs, the creatures, the FBU, the monsters, the villains. It's all good. I like all opportunities there. And it works all well against who could be the world champion, be it Luke, Lexi, Bastion, or Payne. Like some of those mixing, like I said, Lexi and Hawk, Bastion and JMSG. There's some cool stuff in there as well. So very intrigued. The other matches we've got announced already. There is that non-title match, Ralentendo versus Red. I'm picking my girl. Sorry, Ralentendo, but I'm going with what I know. But Canadian champion probably should win it. Let's be honest, that's the champion. Safe bet. But I'm picking Red just because. Yep. Who have you got?
Sam. I'm going to pick Red as well.
Yep. And that rounds out that. But we got matches for this too, because of course we do. We have more matches as well, because like I said, next week's going to be crazy to recap everything. I've got 3 big matches, BeerMe. How many matches do you have for this?
I have 2 matches, but one of them is a pretty big one.
Well, let's alternate then. I'll say one, you go,
okay,
and then I'll finish off with my last one. So I've got Modstep versus Broken Nerd.
Ooh, that's good.
That's a good damn match. That's a perennial contender versus the tag champ. And I don't know if they've gone one-on-one, but that's going to be good either way. I'm looking forward to that one. I'm picking Nerd. Again, solo stuff. I'm picking him on this one. This is the main show. I'm going with Nerd on that. Who have you got?
I'm picking Modstep.
Yeah? Again, not a bad bet. Not a bad pick.
Yeah, I didn't pick him in the Slammiversary one, so I think he gets the dub on the main show. I think he will get a very big win.
Well, what have you got?
Scott, since you've been giving me gifts, I'll give you one.
Oh, great.
It's gonna be Scott versus a guy that you've had a lot of history with, Josh Dionio.
Oh God. You heard what I think about that and how much trouble that is for me. The best part of this is BeerMe's literally seeing some of these matches for the first time right before recording. I've known about some of these for a while, but I completely forgot about that match. Oh, God. It's on a main show, too. Oh, okay. I got to do what I got to do. I've beaten JD a couple times, back when he had Money in the Bank, ironically. And yet, when he had titles, he beat me to keep or take. So, I'm picking me on that one. Because, yeah, I'm going with that one. I'm picking me. Who have you got?
Man, I'm gonna pick JD.
Yeah, that's fine. He's the American contender. And he's got my number.
Yeah, I think
the last 2 times he faced. So
he's really gonna need the momentum. I think when he goes into his eventual SummerSlam match, I think he's gonna need it. So.
Wait, he had my number for those and Survivor Series as well. Yeah, I
did. Yeah,
I forgot about that. I got destroyed on that one. My team just got obliterated. We had some problems, but yeah. Okay. Let's see. What have I got? What can I turn around with? Here's one that you might like. Payne versus JJ Rocky.
Oh, I do like that. That's good.
I knew you'd like that. That's a big one. That is a main show match. That's a marquee match on Money in the Bank. That's the world title contender versus someone who's many say should be, but he hasn't gotten those wins. Beating Payne at Money in the Bank will definitely get your name back in the right place. For those who say, "Oh, why would he get that opportunity?" He's good. If he loses, he doesn't capitalize. He doesn't get there. He's already lost a bunch of things like that. This doesn't mean he's like catapulted. It just means, don't sleep on JJ. Payne should win this, but if I like the story you've said where he turns that corner, JJ does.
Mm-hmm.
I think JJ's got this. Continuing with your idea there of those losses, then he comes in and he starts wrecking people.
Yes,
I think that's the way it's going to go. I think so.
I think so too.
Yep.
I got JJ.
What's your last match to announce?
Oh, all right. No, this one's pretty good. Okay, we got your team, Scott, the Strays, Surf Dog and Michael Marsh. They will be facing Matt Sion and Rab for the FPL Continental Tag Team Championship #1 contenders match.
There we go. There it is. So, yeah, the Strays are in a tag title #1 contender match. Told you keep winning, you do well. Against Matt and Rab, who've also been winning and doing well.
Right.
So let's just see what happens. Let's knock one of them out of there. So the Creatures will face one of these teams, presumably, like down the line. I'm picking the Strays, but boys, you are not ready for the randomness of Rab and Matt.
Yeah,
but I think I'm picking the Strays. I want the Strays to go all the way. I love the idea, and I said this before. Admittedly, I said this before we went down that road of booking the idea because they hadn't gotten all these wins yet. But when they had a couple wins, I was like, I said this on Trenches. I would love if they met all the way up, and the Creatures are doing war with all these major teams and factions, and the Strays come out of nowhere. And it's like the Outsiders beating the Solution, where the team you don't expect will be the one to do it. I think these guys can do it. I'm probably talking up my ass. Yeah. And they're going to get destroyed by the Creatures, because the Creatures haven't lost a tag title match, except for the one where they lost and won it back in like 3 years. But now's the time. So, let's go Strays. I'm picking Strays.
You know what? You talk me into it. I'm going to pick them as well.
We're probably wrong. No offense, guys.
Right.
But, I mean, yeah. And,
Wait. Could you imagine, though, if Matt and Rab won and then they were the team to beat the Creatures? Just their randomness. They just won it.
I would love it, but I would hate it. Like, you can't prepare for that. What I mean by the randomness for people who are just watching this is you do those confidence points. And Matt would just be like, all right, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But the first match is the main event, so it normally is like the big ones matter. He changed it up. And he put like 8, 5, 4, 6, 2. Like it was like halfway through. He still won. I lost at WrestleMania to that. Oh, it hurts, but I love it at the same time. Like, you win, we can't fault it. So, yep. We'll see. Bear me, I've got one last present for you. It's your match at Money in the Bank.
Ooh.
You get to go one-on-one with the American champion, Alexander McKennedy. Non-title, but yeah.
That's good stuff.
You get the American champ. Yeah. I'm picking him. Sorry, dude. Happy birthday, but
I know, right?
he's yeah. You want to talk about someone who's like the champions who've been on a roll? Him and Relintendo has been amazing. Like we gotta get them team. If they're both champions by Clash of Champions, we almost need to have them team. Like not fight each other, but team. I don't know. We're still working on the specifics of that because of the number of titles we'll have. It'll be a little off for something, but maybe they team against the tag champions or the tag. I don't know, or they face each other. That really Canada versus America has to be what it is, right? That's got to be
right.
Yeah, But I'm picking him on that one because you're going to be recovering from your submission loss to me the night before.
Yeah,
he'll capitalize. Right.
Dang.
I'm laughing so much at that. I'm not serious whatsoever. I wish I had the confidence to be like, yeah, I'm gonna get you.
I mean, you never know. It is Impact, so.
But this is Money in the Bank. This is WWE. This is where it matters, and you're a bastard when it comes to these matches, dude. So honestly, you're probably the one to win that. But I think McKennedy is there, and this is the thing we talked about before, where it's like JD's versus Real Nintendo and those kind of like mishmatches. This is the American champion facing the Canadian contender. Like we're kind of like closing some gaps of some close standings just to see what happens when we put these close opponents against each other. Doesn't mean you're in line for an American title shot, but doesn't hurt. It's Money in the Bank. So yeah. And you were so close to winning your contendership, right? Like you drew on your title match, and then you got it's so close. So yeah.
It was heartbreaking.
So we'll see what happens here. But I mean, statistically speaking, storyline wise, maybe it's another one you drop. I don't know. Happy birthday.
All right. You're right. Just never know.
You picking yourself?
Yeah.
Of course you are.
Yeah. I'm gonna get back on track. I've won like 1 or 2 in a row, so
okay.
Gonna keep it going.
Well, that is our Money in the Bank. We may have some more stuff announced next week after these shows are through, or Best in the World is anyway. We'll recover from that, recap that, move towards Slammiversary and Money in the Bank, and go through the actual stuff and see who's the next champions, contenders, Money in the Bank. We'll have all that in a couple weeks' time, which is insane to think about. But to get on part of all that, go to our Discord. Find us on Frontline League. It's on Twitter. You can go through there into the Discord. You can sign up, create a profile. You have to do that to get a profile pick. Go through all that one. After 3 matches, you've got a profile on the shows because we know you're coming back. 3 or 5, I always forget. But after a bit, you're on there, and you'll be part of the shows. So you'll be on the kickoff early, or the pre-show, or the buy-in, or the hour, whatever you want to call it. And you'll be in there. So sign up, join up. It's a hell of a lot of fun. You'll hear us ramble and rave about it. We've got the Strays, like I said, going in line for titles. We got Real Nintendo. I love how many, like, we've had like CT and yourself going after titles and Payne's going after titles, but the number of newer people in title situations is pretty great. Even like Rab's never been close to one. I think he had one Road Warrior title shot back in the day. That was it. So I love the fact that these potentialities are here just based on successes. We see what happens, and if it works, it works. We keep going with it. So I'm excited for it. How about you, BeerMe? You excited for this, to see what's going on?
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Well, everybody...
Lots of big matches and stuff.
Lots of big matches. We've got a lot to... I got JD at a main show. God damn it. All right. We're going to have a hell of a night.
Someday it'll be JJ, because he still wants that. So
yeah, so do I. I've told him many times I want that too. He wants that. That's an inevitability as well. Him and I. There's so many eventuals. There's so many new people I want to face, which is exciting.
Yeah,
and I want that. I know you want that kind of stuff too. Like you want to have these matches with new guys, and like the must-see good guys maybe face the Strays at some point. That could be something fun down the line, right?
Yeah.
So, see where that goes, but we'll cut it there because it is BeerMe's birthday. We're gonna let him go and enjoy the rest of that one. So everybody, please wish BeerMe a happy birthday, and thank you for joining us here on almost the top of the card. Go check that out too, Top of the Card Pod. I'll shamelessly plug that. But this is Frontline League. This is Frontline Prediction League in the trenches. And we'll see you next time in the trenches. Thanks again, everybody. Have a good night.